Hey, First Assembly of God and others who might be watching this video sometime this week. Just want to bring you a word of encouragement again and some updates regarding our church. We've been reading through the book of Acts. We've entitled this reading After the Resurrection. I trust you've been blessed by it. And this past week, we read it in Acts chapter 8, verse number 1 says this: "On that day, a great persecution broke out against the church in Jerusalem, and all except the apostles were scattered throughout Judea and Samaria." And then in verse number 4, we read, "Those who had been scattered preached the word wherever they went." And so we read here of the scattering of the church. It was a difficult time for them. They were separated from one another, and yet their scattering became a great opportunity for the preaching of the gospel. You see, the disciples, they took advantage of the opportunity that was before them, and rather than getting down about the situation, they moved forward with the gospel of Jesus Christ. You know, the Apostle Paul tells us that we need to take advantage of the opportunities that we receive. Some say we need to seize the day. And so I want to encourage us not to get into a down mode about what's happening in our world and in our lives, but instead let's take it as an opportunity from God to be used by God, even to bring the gospel to those around us. And so I would simply ask you, how might God use your life today? So just a few things I want to let you know about. One, this coming Wednesday night, you may have heard already, for our life-changing prayer service, we're going to be sharing in communion. So we'd invite you to prepare some broken bread as well as some poured cups for you and for your family that we can share together in the Lord's table this Wednesday night at 7:15. Thursday is the National Day of Prayer, and so Kim and I will be hosting at 12 noon a Facebook Live prayer meeting. That's Thursday at 12 noon. And then Sunday, of course, is Mother's Day. And yeah, it's going to be a different kind of Mother's Day. We hope you'll be blessed by it. All of the moms and all the ladies in the church will be receiving a special gift from us via our women's ministry. And so we trust that will be a blessing to you. And why don't you invite someone to come online with you for our service this Sunday at 10 o'clock a.m. So we don't really know when we're going to be able to get back together and what things are going to look like. But you know what? We are trusting that God is going to use us during this time. Let's allow God to use us. Let's take advantage of the opportunities that are before us to preach the gospel. And again, I ask you to ask yourself, how might God use you during this time? God bless you and have a great day.